Competition never match me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. It's our time.
On first down, Harris. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 31-yard line. Set, cut, 6 yards. Go, D. Let's go.
On second down, here's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Harris under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing Jones. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Harris throwing to start the drive. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Here we go, D.
Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike. Now let's run, let's run. 46 to Mike, 46. Wait. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there in the middle, 55. He's coming. Double up. He's got it. Go.
From the 38, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. 25, check. Oh, try. 66, put it, half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
132 fighter. Let's go, get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, the sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Set. 18 Gators. Check. Watch the before. Hey, echo. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4. 2.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Watch time. Tight end right. 24 is the mark.
Harris throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. O'Shane Zimenez. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go. Now to work. Come on, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harris. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Go. Go out. Check 9. Spine. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Shit. Hatchet. Check 3.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 38.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Harris now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
No. Switch. SOS. Check that.
They'll give Henry another shot. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He's coming. We got double up. Jump.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
We got to step it up. Mike, go.
Second and 5. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Here's Harris, operating from the gun. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watching your five. Danny.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Saquon Barkley, and an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Jones now on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Harris. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chain.
There goes Sterling Shepard. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 55 is my guy, 55. Hey, team 6. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Giants 21.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the...
And now look at him go. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Harris off the play fake. This will be caught by Brown. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up enough?
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now in Nashville. Now it's the backup Finley. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check. Hey, exit. Hey, get.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, all day. On the ball.
Operating from the gun. Jones buying time to his left. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Emmanuel Agba racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jayon Brown able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long.
Here we go.
And the busy night for Henry continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Jones to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Jones following the fumble recovery. He'll throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And Jennings has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Jones now on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go. Shoot. Check 52. Shoot. Watch out.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.